here with Dr. Hans Schattle, professor of political science at Yonsei University in the Republic of South Korea. And today we will discuss global citizenship and global citizenship education.
Welcome to Yonsei, Mia. Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much. Obviously you are teaching at university level, and my first question will be a really straightforward question. How do you define global citizenship, and how you define global citizenship education?
Well, I think, as you know from my work, I don't push a particular definition. But I suppose if I had to boil it down, say to just a few words,
yes.
Since I studied how lots of people around the world think about the concept in practice and tried to distill from that what it means to the larger collective of individuals sort of scattered all over that think of themselves as global citizens, I came up with awareness, responsibility, and participation. So you could say that a global citizen is active, responsible, and engaged, really in any kind of context, and that can be a local context as well as an international context.
Right.
It can mean that you're fighting school bullying in the local community where you live because you want children of all backgrounds to respect each other, or that you're fighting for your local community to have a better recycling program than it currently does because you are concerned about the sustainability of the earth. Or it can mean that you're getting involved in humanitarian causes from the vantage point of your kitchen or your computer tablet, wherever you're working. So the whole idea that as the world has become interconnected and that states cannot solve problems these days on their own, many problems anyway. Some problems they can solve on their own, but there are lots of others that really transcend the capacities of states, that people have to catch up, and people have to, in many ways, people are ahead of states, that people have to, continue to situate themselves in their nation states and in their cities and towns, but also think about the impact that their choices and the choices in their political communities really have on the world as a whole. So I guess that, in a sense, is my view of global citizenship. I don't know if it counts as a definition, but it's my outlook anyway.
Right. Well, it's interesting. And then when it comes to operationalize the concept of global citizenship, and so when we start talking about global citizenship education, I'd like to ask you two questions, and they are interconnected. The first one is, how do you define global citizenship education? In the past we had global education. So it's a double question. On one side, your definition of global citizenship education, and also how the concept differentiates from the previous conception of global education.
Well, in addition to global education, say being a separate category, there's also citizen education, or civic education, what we call in the States.
Right.
So civic education, well, in the most grim or, I guess, regimented way of thinking about it, it means don't litter, don't pick on your friends at school, listen to your teacher, listen to your parents, obey the law, stop at a red light.
Traditional moral